Welcome back to the Google Ads for Cardiologists series here on YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. We are making our way through at a pretty fast clip. Hopefully you are finding a lot of value. I haven't even asked for this. I'm not like the typical YouTubers like smash that like button or subscribe to my channel, but I definitely hope you do. So if you do find value, just do whatever you want, I guess. I don't know. But we've covered a lot. We covered conversion tracking. We talked about ad structure. We talked about looking at Google Ads through the lens of lifetime patient value. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So if you're just jumping in here, because I know that these videos will also show up independently, make sure you go back in the description and check out the entire series because this is sequential, right? So on this particular video, we're going to talk about Google Ads formulas. So I always feel like it's important to know how the engine works to a certain degree, right? So we need to know what drives success from a position of like, how do we show up for the right searches? And how do we get the lowest cost per click possible? And how do we beat the pants off the competition, right? So that all this is important. And it goes down, it comes down to like the Google Ads formulas, right? So we're talking about Google Ad Rank, we're talking about quality score, we're talking about what determines how much you're going to pay per click. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, when you look at the formulas, I mean, I know that formulas in general can be pretty scary, but when it comes to ad rank, it's really not that bad. I mean, look at that. It's really not okay. Maybe I'm lying. All right, here we go. All right, so ad rank is not the previous slide. Ad rank is simply your CPC bid times your quality score, right? So ad rank determines where you're going to show up on the page. Again, so if we are bidding for page position, and I said this in a previous video, page position determines higher quality leads. It determines higher CTR, your click-through rate. Very, very important to be at the top of the page, somewhere at the top of the page, but only for the keywords that matter. And we're going to talk about that when we get into the keyword video. There's a whole process that we go through when we do the exploration of keywords and the way that we organize them in thematic ad groups and to give us the advantage of being able to have granular bidding and make sure our ad copy answers the query. So, and that's actually the latter part of what I just said is what we're talking about here. So making sure that our ad copy answers the query. Okay. So in the old days of the internet, a long, long time ago, when the world was black and white and we had search engines such as like AltaVista and Lycos and InfoSeek, it was pretty amazing, but the search engines were not that amazing. I mean, it was definitely amazing because it was all new and everything, but these search engines would not, a lot of times you would search for something and you would get something completely different, and advertisers were able to run ads on pretty much anything. It didn't even matter, right? So there was no relevance to what you're searching for in terms of like the ads. Google had the foresight and it was actually, something that changed the entire landscape of search because they realized that creating something different was key. There was all of these other search engines out there already. So it was, who in the world's Google? Like they show up after everybody else has been launched, but they did something different. They were like, okay, we're going to create a quality search experience and we're going to do something called ad rank. And this is not a formula that allows you to just bid yourself to the top because it includes quality score. And if you wanted to do it, you could probably do it, but you'd have to bid excessively. You'd have to really bid excessively. So you can see here, ad rank is your CPC bid, so whatever you're bidding on that keyword times the quality score. Now, when you launch a campaign, your quality score is 0. So you can see in the very beginning, you almost have to overbid in the beginning just to start to get traction. But this is what determines your ranking on the page. And CPC bid's easy enough to understand. It's like, what are you willing to bid for the keyword, right? And then, and this, by the way, this formula happens in a split second. So every time somebody searches cardiologist near me, best cardiologist in city name, top ranked, whatever it is, that happens instantaneously, right? And whoever gets the highest ad rank determines page position. And page position is a lot of times everything, for sure, for the aforementioned reasons that I shared with you. Okay, so let's take a look at quality score. So quality score is one of these formulas. Like I said in a previous video, it's like the Coca-Cola formula. Nobody knows for sure. It's in a Google vault somewhere, in Silicon Valley. But there's been a lot of testing, and we have a pretty good idea of what this is comprised of. The first one I'm going to talk about is ad relevance. So 22% roughly ad relevance. So does the ad copy match the query? Okay. Are we showing something that adds value to the person that's searching? Otherwise, who's going to use the search engine, right? So it's all about creating a quality experience. And this is why we do the thematic ad groups that we're going to talk about when we build out the ad copy or build out the keywords rather. Another one is landing page experience, almost 40% of the pie. So again, does the landing page also answer the query? Does it provide valuable information? Is it, or the opposite, does it have pop-ups and is it really bad looking? And does it not work on mobile or is it slow to load, right? So got to have fast loading landing pages. If you're curious about that, go to Google's Page Speed Insights. Just Google it and put your URL in there and take a look to see, how your website actually behaves from a speed perspective for both desktop and mobile. So landing page experience, really, really expensive. Hopefully not expensive. By the way, we do landing pages and they're not expensive. So if you need help with the landing page, just let us know because we can help you. And we have servers that are lightning fast and can help with that. If somebody goes to the landing page and bounces back immediately, that's a negative signal to Google. So Google's going to see that and be like, okay, maybe this is not something that we want to rank highly for, right? So keep that in mind. Expected click-through rate, CTR. So this is the CTR of your ad unit compared to the other advertisers on the page. So I would say it's like Google's sneaky little way of getting you to bid more. So getting you to be more competitive on the page. Your CTR is higher, the higher up you are on the page. So it definitely is a way to get you to bid more for sure. But it's part of the quality score. There's other factors here, but I'm going to keep it simple for this video. Okay, but this is generally how it works. And then we look at what determines your cost per click. Okay, so this is really interesting, actually. So the formula for cost per click, what you pay, your price, is the ad rank of the advertiser below you. Okay, so your ad rank, again, remember the ad rank formula? Just kidding. Ad rank formula, CPC bid times your quality score. So this is the ad rank of the advertiser below you, not even you, right? Divided by your quality score, 1 to 10. Now, the way that we structure campaigns, you're going to start out with 0, but it's not going to be there very long because the way we structure them, it's going to get that quality score up as quickly as possible. I'll teach you how to do it yourself, but I'm just talking like your quality score is not going to be sitting at 0 very long, but it's the ad rank of the advertiser below you divided by your quality score plus a penny. Okay. Plus a penny. They just threw that in there. So anyway, so here's how it actually looks. Like if somebody did a search, like advertiser 1, CPC bid of $3. Okay. They've nailed their quality score because they hired me. Just kidding. But let's say they went through these videos. They nailed their quality score. Their ad rank is 30 as a result. And then if you plug that into the formula, 20 divided by 10 plus a penny, $2.01. Okay. That's what they paid. Remember, they're in the first position here. First position. Advertiser 2 spends $5. Their quality score is like, C maybe. Quality score 4. Ad rank of 20 as a result. If you plug that in, $3.06. advertiser. 3, $7 CPC bid. They're more than double the quality score. They didn't work on it at all because they were just rushed. Maybe they just followed Google's prompts and just built something up quickly. Ad rank of 14, CPC of $4.05. They are paying double of what advertiser won. These are rankings. Okay, this is the first position in the ranking, paying half of what this person down here is paying because they paid attention to proper structure and not only with ad relevancy again, but also creating a quality landing page experience and bidding appropriately for the keywords that matter to get the CTR. Okay, really, really important stuff. So I know there's a lot there. I definitely want, there's a lot here the formulas are not that difficult at all, but it's really, really important to understand this stuff because I guarantee your competition's not, and this gives you a leg up against the competitors. And if you were not to understand it and just followed Google's prompts and just built out the campaigns by going through the question and answer thing, you'd end up with campaigns that are broad match and they'd be very wasteful and you would have no granular control over controlling ad rank and being in the proper position for the right searches because you've done the job up front. And we talked about that earlier, right? So yeah, a lot here to swallow, a lot here to absorb, a lot here to internalize, but really important as well. Okay. And as I've mentioned before, I'm here to help. Definitely here to help. I work with practices like yours all the time. Whoops, wrong slide. Although it's important to know your goals. Okay, but yeah. So if you're interested in just jumping on a call, it's a 15-minute call. Just go to brandrocket.net/schedule, and I can help out for sure and get you on the right track. There's a lot to not screw up. I don't know. You're going to be fine if you go through the video series, but there's a lot here to unpack. And if you'd rather just focus on your patients and growing the practice, and let us do the heavy lifting, I totally get that, and I'm happy to help. So again, brandrocket.net/schedule, and we will see you in the next video. All right, thank you.